What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, today's video is quite unique video because we have some kind of calm before the storm. We are waiting for the results of this letter. The results of the letter that was made at the very end of December 2023 by the Ralph Norman's office, and this letter asked several questions to Gary Gensler and Robert Cook in order to solve the MMTLP problem. And the deadline will happen within the next several hours, and everybody definitely are waiting for these results. And guys, I have to say that I will show you my 2 cents in regards to several options. What if we don't have any results? What if the results will be not so satisfying for the community? What if? So, before we dive deep into all of these news, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for the community. So let's start with the news itself. On MMTLP resources, you can find this news, the deadline looms for SEC and FINRA. And here you can see that Crucial Mix also pointed to this deadline, and he made a survey, he made a poll, and he published it on his Twitter account. He said, the SEC deadline for answering the 16 questions from the Congressional Open Letter is coming up on January 31st. What do you think will happen? And several options, and the options are following. Letter will be ignored. 53.4% think that it will be ignored. Next one, SEC asks for extension, 16.2%. Next, SEC for the answers. Only 2% of people thinks that we will have all answers from SEC. Next one, SEC obfuscate answers, 28.5%. So the sentiment is not so positive. 98% of people think that we will not have any results. And guys, we have several rumors, and I showed you this in my previous video, that Glass Guy wrote this and he published this a screenshot. I have just heard from a representative office that they were told that FINRA and SEC are making every effort to respond on the 31st of January. And I don't think that he is 100% correct. In my opinion, we will definitely see some results, some answers to these questions. But the most important question is the question number 9. Let me quote it for you. Provide the delivery of a certified, audited and consolidated count of shares that were held by all US and foreign financial institutions, together with their clearing firm, counterbrokers, including trades not reported in the consolidated audit trail, related to MMTLP on the date of December the 12th, 2022. Please include all shares and holdings of long and short positions, as well as IOUs held by each participating broker and market participant as record owner, beneficial owner, or in any other capacity, each reported separately, including but not limited to all shares registered at AST, all shares held in US broker-dealers, all shares held offshore that were traded and never settled through the appropriate clearing channels, and the ability to provide the location associated with each short position identified above. So, as you can see, this definition is very complicated, and it includes all the details about the share count. We know that we want to find out the real share imbalance, but this definition is more complicated in order to have all the data that might be useful for the community. And guys, to be honest, I don't think that today we will see the response to this question, but we have another option how we can find it out. So first of all, let's imagine that we will not have any updates, any results of this letter within next several hours. In this case, we have two options. First of all, we just don't know the results itself, and despite we have quite tight relationships with Ralph Norman's office, potentially we might not have these results for the broader audience. And guys, I will do my best in order to find out these results, and subscribe to my channel if you want to stay in line with the latest updates. And guys, the second option is that the SEC will try to push the can down the road. They will try to ask an additional time to answer to these questions. And I have to admit that in this case, we have to see some kind of response from Gary Gensler and Robert Cook, because this information should be publicly filed. And in this case, we will know what will be the next step towards the resolution. And in general, guys, we have several other options. First of all, let me remind you that today is the date when Richard Hoffman will make his live stream with Kristen Shaughnessy, and she is a person who works and who is very knowledgeable in the field of naked shorting activity worldwide, and how other countries are trying to fight this illegal activity. This is one option that we have to keep in mind. So, the second option, and let me show you this tweet. You know that Mark Basil just recently received an answer from the New York Supreme Court in regards to his so-called Khorassani case. And on top of this case, he has a petition. I didn't find the exact date where he published this information, but this petition was addressed to OTC markets in order to find out the broker-dealers who was involved in the process of naked shorting the MMTLP shares. And it is not a case, it is not a classical lawsuit, it is just a petition, and that is why the answer should be disclosed much sooner than the results of the ordinary lawsuit. On top of that, guys, let me remind you that Mark Basil just several days ago mentioned about a new major lawsuit that will be filed by his company within next with the foreseeable future. And this lawsuit is not a class action lawsuit, which is extremely important for the community. On top of that, this lawsuit will include all the latest updates of our case, and we have a lot of them. We definitely have a lot of them, and when this lawsuit will be filed, you will see how complicated this lawsuit is. So the next step towards the resolution is this one. We know that Don Fis worked hard in order to inform the Congress and in order to give them the most up-to-date information in regards to our problem. And let me show you that Glass Guy wrote this tweet 10 hours ago. To anyone confused as to why a man took a month of his life to walk the halls of Congress, he added this screenshot. Richie met with my rep's office today, and I called to thank them. To my surprise, they thanked me. They thanked me for pestering them for months, sending countless emails and updates, and not letting up on getting Richie a meeting. They thought they understood the story, but after hearing it explained to them, they now have a much better understanding and their eyes have been opened. Their office is now well aware, and we are awaiting the results of Gary Gensler's response on the January 31st. For anyone that doesn't understand why Richie is pounding the pavement, he's doing it for you and for me. He's opening the eyes of the offices I've been calling for months. I, for one, am thankful. And yes, Richie made a huge job, and let me show you that he published a lot of photos with different Congress members, and you can be 100% sure that these people know about our situation, and they know a lot from the insider standpoint. And Richie is a very knowledgeable person, and he knows all the details that I don't think so many people know. and that is why we can be for 100% sure that this information is correct and very important. So on top of that, guys, don't forget that despite any results that we might have in regards to this letter, we will have another very important podcast from Dennis Neal and his What's Bugging Me podcast. He published this on January 28th, and let me remind you this in details. Yo, MMTLP Army, great plug on Newsmax for the Ralph Norman interview out this Friday on What's Bugging Me. Please light it up. Thanks. And you know that just recently he made a podcast with other community members like John Burda. In general, he found out all the issues with FINRA, and he asked Johnny Tobacco about this problem as well. On top of that, Mark Basile explained his point of view in Dennis' podcast, and that is why you have to be again 100% sure that Dennis is on our side, and he is also pushing our case forward to the resolution. And that is why, guys, this week, and we have basically 3 days till the end of this week, is crucial in my opinion, because we have so many deadlines on this week, and even all of these deadlines fail, we will still have another options like Richard Hoffman's arbitration, like lawsuit from Rosa Towel, and this lawsuit is still in play. Next one, we have a petition from Mark Basile. We have an upcoming lawsuit from Mark Basile's firm, and we still have a flamethrower from John Burda. And unfortunately, I couldn't find any results of their work, but they invested a substantial amount of their money out of their pockets. I mean, John Burda and his friends, they established this company in order to push this case forward as well. And they hired Wes Christian. So, guys, this means we have a lot of options and we have a lot of possibilities to win this battle. And the power of our community is inside our community. And that is why, guys, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium